70 pounds. That's how much weight Mike Tyson lost behind bars with zero gym equipment. Most people think a body like his takes machines, trainers, and a fully loaded gym. Tyson broke that rule completely. In his autobiography, Undisputed Truth, he lays out exactly what carried him through those years. 5 simple moves, done again and again, inside a cell and a small yard. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what shaped his power, his endurance, and that relentless strength he's still known for today. This isn't some list copied from another channel. This is the real transformation, straight from the source. Let's get right into exercise number 1, squats. Simple but brutal when done right. Tyson didn't have a gym in that cell, so he went back to basics. Deep squats, over and over, using nothing but his own body weight. Here's how you do it. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Push your hips back like you're sitting into a chair. Keep your chest up and your knees tracking over your toes. Go down until your thighs are close to parallel with the floor. Then drive back up through your heels. Now here's something most people don't know. In his book, Undisputed Truth, Tyson talks about doing squats using nothing but a deck of cards. He'd lay 10 cards on the floor, then squat down to pick each one up one at a time, moving down the line. No machine, no barbell, just his own legs over and over, building raw power from the ground up. That's the kind of creativity real strength demands. When you don't have equipment, you find a way. And that's exactly what built his explosive punching power. Because in boxing, power doesn't just come from the arms. It comes from the legs, up through the hips, into every punch he throws. So don't skip leg day. Tyson didn't. And it's part of what made him one of the most feared fighters alive. Now let's move to exercise number 2, shoulder shrugs. This one's simple, but it built one of Tyson's most recognizable features. Look at old footage of him in the ring. Notice those thick, powerful traps sitting right on top of his shoulders. That wasn't an accident. That came from repetition, done consistently, over years. Here's how you do it. Stand tall, arms relaxed at your sides. Raise your shoulders straight up toward your ears. Hold for a second, then slowly lower them back down. That's 1 rep. Keep your arms straight and let your shoulders do all the work. Now here's the authentic detail most people miss. In interviews about his training, Tyson has mentioned doing shrugs with a barbell loaded to 35 kilograms, pushing out hundreds of reps at a time. That's roughly 77 pounds, moved over and over, building the kind of neck and shoulder strength that could take a punch and keep standing. And that's the real purpose here. It's not just about looking strong. Thick traps and a strong neck protect you. They absorb impact. In boxing, that means fewer knockouts and more rounds, standing tall when other fighters would already be on the canvas. So next time you shrug, think about why it matters. It's not just muscle, it's armor. Now let's move to exercise number 3, sit-ups. And I mean thousands of them. This wasn't your average ape routine. Tyson pushed his core training to an extreme most people can't even imagine. Here's how you do the basic version. Lie flat on your back, knees bent, feet planted on the floor. Cross your arms over your chest, or place your hands lightly behind your head. Lift your upper body up toward your knees, then lower back down with control. That's 1 rep. Now here's the real number behind this. In accounts of his training, Tyson reportedly did up to 2,000 sit-ups in a single day, broken up across multiple sets. Not all at once, but spread out hour after hour, building a level of core endurance most fighters never reach. And this is where it gets interesting. A strong core isn't just about abs showing. It's about power transfer. Every punch Tyson threw started from his legs, moved through his hips, and passed through his core before it ever reached his fist. Weak core, weak punch. Strong core, that's where real force comes from. It also gave him something just as valuable. In the later rounds, when other fighters were gassed out, Tyson's core could still hold up, still generate power, and still keep him standing tall. So next time you knock out a set of sit-ups, remember, you're not just building abs, you're building the engine behind every punch. Now let's move to exercise number 4, running. And this one says a lot about Tyson's mindset, not just his body. While most people were still asleep, Tyson was already outside, moving. This wasn't about looking fit, it was about building the kind of endurance that carries you through 12 brutal rounds. Here's how you can apply it. Start with a steady pace, nothing extreme. Focus on breathing, keep your shoulders relaxed, and let your legs find a natural rhythm. Once you're warmed up, add short bursts of faster running, then ease back down. That mix of steady pace and quick sprints builds both stamina and explosive speed. Now here's the details worth knowing. Tyson has spoken about waking up at 4 a.m. for his runs, a habit that started early in his career under legendary trainer Cus D'Amato. D'Amato believed discipline had to be built before skill. No shortcuts, no excuses, just showing up, even when it's dark, even when it's hard. And that's really what this exercise teaches. Running isn't just cardio, it's proof you can push through discomfort before your mind even wakes up. That kind of mental toughness carried straight into the ring, where Tyson could keep pushing even when his body wanted to quit. So next time you lace up for a run, remember, you're not just training your legs, you're training your mind to never back down. Now let's move to exercise number 5. And now the exercise that brought everything together, heavy bag work. Everything you just learned, the leg power from squats, the strong shoulders from shrugs, the core strength from sit-ups, the endurance from running, all of it shows up right here. Here's how you do it. Stand with your feet staggered, knees slightly bent, hands up near your face. Throw a punch, snap it back quick, and reset. Don't just push the bag. Snap your hips, rotate your body, and let the power travel from your legs, through your core, into your fist. Now here's the authentic detail behind this. Tyson has said in interviews that his punching power came from proper technique on the heavy bag, focusing on speed and snap, not just brute force. It wasn't about hitting hard for the sake of it. It was about efficient, explosive movement, the same kind of movement he built through every single exercise before this one. And that's the real lesson here. Strength on its own means nothing if you can't use it. The heavy bag is where raw power turns into real skill. So if you've been following along, this is where it all connects. 5 simple exercises. No gym, no fancy equipment, just consistency, discipline, and a body pushed to its limit. So there you have it. 5 simple exercises that helped rebuild Mike Tyson's body from the inside out. Squats, shoulder shrugs, sit-ups, running, and heavy bag work. This wasn't an overnight change. Tyson trained like this for months, staying consistent day after day. If you want real results, give yourself 8 to 12 weeks. Stick with it, and your body will start to change too. Remember, you don't need a fancy gym or expensive equipment. All you need is discipline and the willingness to push a little harder every day. If this video helped you, hit that subscribe button and share it with someone who needs a little motivation today. It really helps this channel grow. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.